valueful and share the video, the audio, and he says that he heard this story from his mother as it comes down in the Litvish circles. The way the Litvaks tell the story is that the Alter Rebbe was coming with Rav Levi Yitzchak Berdichev. The way it's told in the Hasidic stories is that he was with Rav Menachem Mendel Vitebsk, Menachem Mendel Horodak.
He was a shtickle, the Balatani's Rebbe shtickle.
But I think there's a haraya that says it's the Rav Yitzchak because they said in the story of a tall man and a short man. And all the stories that say that is referring to the Alter Rebbe who was tall. And then it was Mamash so short.
Probably 3 days.
Menachem Mendel Horodak, we don't
Over the
know.
course of 3 years.
Just tell me he was mid.
Over the course of 3 years.
So the Alter Rebbe wanted to come make peace with the Rolling Gaon, work it out. And the Rav said this. The Rav said that the Alter Rebbe came to the door, and the Gaon looked through the people, and he said the Rav said this. He said that he saw the Alter Rebbe and said he knew that if he opened that door, he'd be taken by him. And he wouldn't open the door.
He jumped
out the back window.
It's interesting because the whole thing when you're saying about bottom and panemius, that's enough giving him a binyan, bottom. But with AI, I do feel like there's so much, I've been using it a bit more than I was. I put my books into it finally, and it edited it down really good. Made it very short, but very good.
What? Chat?
I have a bunch of books.
Use notebook.
That's when the Rav declared himself a clandestine Chabad.
Google's. Really? Business.
Notebook LM?
Google clandestine Chabad.
You won't go back to ChatGPT.
I love ChatGPT.
We'll have a look.
If you're executive,
I'm
not professional.
I'll try it
I'm
out.
just a lowly.
It's really.
But my son quoted from Rav Ginsburg this Shabbos. Even though Rav Ginsburg uses it, he has some sort of Binat AI or something.
What?
A lot of what the Rabbonim have done, they've taken all their Torahs and they've plugged it into AI, and then you can get a chat with Kilo like them through a bunch of therapists, Rabbonim have done it. Yeah, something like that. And you create your own sort of app for just Rav Ginsburg or for this Rav, and it will communicate in his way. But even he says you can't trust it, for Das Torah, but not, because people are starting to rely on it. Makes mistakes, lies.
Do you have cigars?
I don't know what you said.
ChatGPT lies, plays around.
It messes with you, right? Why do they do that? Why?
No. I suppose it's picked up the human tendencies.
I want to speak to you about something.
I'm going to join this meeting.
Yates a horrible.
Sidebar, not private.
I guess it's like anything. You can't fully trust anybody.
You can get it cheaper online. You can buy it.
I don't know. It's weird. I just started using it a little bit.
I'm using it for emails. It's very helpful.
All that stuff.
Do you pay for it? Or you just
No,
use the free one?
I don't have the budget to pay for it, but
I just have the free ChatGPT.
I use Gemini, what's the one? Gemini for Google, because I have a bunch of booking emails for this and
Gemini's
that,
free also?
and it's usually pretty good. I've
Gemini's
used
free?
Grok. I use once in a while. Elon Musk one.
Can Gemini make images and stuff also?
Yeah.
The way ChatGPT?
Gemini's great. I think Gemini's the best.
Yeah?
I've used ChatGPT for loads of emails, for loads of business
Depends
emails.
it depends what you're doing it for.
But I have a stepbrother. He has a stepbrother-in-law. He has a big, huge budget. He's like a famous online guru guy. So he does he won't do less than $250,000 deals. He won't even work with you unless it's that kind of level budget. So when he's using AI, he was telling me the other day he paid $100 an hour to get the highest level. I don't know what that is, but some sort of really high paid service, and he's using it for high level websites, and it's just unbelievable. You can't imagine how amazing it is. I mean, I don't understand why the money makes such a difference.
You can make websites. You can do anything.
He said $100 an hour. Imagine that kind of budget.
You can see what it could do.
Fiddling
It just
around.
doesn't want to give you all that computing power unless you pay for it, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I always
Do you
run
use
out
it
of
for
credits.
But I'm using it more as a search engine to find things for me. I have a whole a prompt to try to find these people at a university, so I can reach out.
So
to,
it finds leads for you.
Correct. It finds
It finds leads.
What do you use? Do you pay for
It's good
it?
at leads.
So we have Copilot.
Copilot is
It's
AI?
like Microsoft's. So the company pays for a thing of Copilot, so I use that
so
one
use
because
that.
it's easier. But there are times when
Is it good?
It's okay. I mean, there are also times when I just use like Copilot's like being like finicky and stuff like that, so I'll just plug the same prompt into the chat. I mean, I'm not putting anything from our company in there. I'm just asking it for prompts.
Oh, there's an
Fine.
alien of keeping everything
I mean, you're not allowed to put.
because of what is it called?
Correct, you don't want
IP
your-
and intellectual property.
You don't want any of your own institutions
learns
like
from
data and stuff because it gets that. And once you put it in there, anybody can access it pretty much. 'Cause
So when I put my book on there,
popular.
that means now anyone.
If I search for your book, maybe I should try.
I don't know. Now it's going to
No,
be.
but yeah,
so-
if you feed it information
If you
and
feed
somebody else
information, that's
it learns
part
it.
of the learning curve that it learns. It picks
It
up.
does,
on
doesn't it mine information whether we're sharing it or not? It's going to start finding
But it
everything.
depends if it's in our intranet.
Because there's so much data being taken from us.
Correct. No, but I'm saying if it's in my own company's like internal database, they have no access to that unless someone takes that database and puts.
But
it
I'm saying that there's probably leaks and stuff. No, nothing's so secure nowadays.
I mean, our company is very.
I mean, if AI really wants to be as powerful as it's probably going to end up being, it's because it's going to mine everyone's data, everything.
Yeah, I mean,
they're very strict in regard to
if,
like.
if you have the paid version, it's a lot more secure. I mean,
But I mean,
it doesn't. From what I understand, what I've been told is, if you have the paid version, it doesn't take your information that you input.
It keeps it into the internal.
It keeps it in your an internal drive. It doesn't share like.
Oh,
ChatGPT's main source of content is Reddit. That's where it gets all its information.
No, but it's also searching online. Like I search ChatGPT for just
I mean, is
information online, and it'll bring me like different websites, everything. Like for me, so I'm trying to reach out people for universities for my job. So I'll say, hey, look for the director of procurement. If they have a culinary system, give me the people who are dealing with culinary. Give me the people who do with auxiliary services or people who are doing like.
so I must have
building.
mined all that information from somewhere, no?
So I'm saying it'll if I click on each thing, it'll give me to that website where it found that information, and I'll just make sure. But sometimes
Similar
I'm
to
always
what Google
clicking-
did then.
Correct, but here I'm
What's
just
the
putting in a
plus?
prompt and
Oh, it's
pulling
easy-
in
it's
for
quicker.
correct, and it's giving me all the information I want, as opposed to if I search find director of procurement at this university.
Too many options. so-
Correct,
Got it. More specific,
correct, and it gives me in like a
orderly way.
correct.
But for like information that's not.
I mean, there's
Like opinions?
sometimes
Reddit.
sometimes there are things that I can find there that it's not necessarily all easy. Like the university website, if it's a public university, they'll usually have their name and their email address thing,
Sure.
but not all of them will list their phone numbers. So this
But
way
he's-
you have to do a little more digging and stuff.
Did you see that with England, how crazy it's got there that they wanted to ban Grok? I mean, that's just ridiculous. And Trump threatened them if they do it. Sanctions. That's like, but that's
Grok?
a real. Grok is Elon Musk's.
Elon Musk's? Yeah.
Our Turk likes Grok.
Yeah, I like Grok as well. I've been using it a lot.
I don't know Jack.
I don't know.
I don't know Grok. I don't know Jack.
It's how
Jack.
I use Copilot and ChatGPT.
AI is antiquated
but I'm not using it for its full potential.
Yeah, but
Just
like
using it
everything, you got to
more
some
like a search
point.
engine for myself.
You know, even my dad, like he's 80 something, and like suddenly he sends me the funniest AI stuff because he's like this old guy with this new toy, and he finds it. He's had some really funny moments with it. Because for someone who grew up like with little tin men as toys as a kid, like what is this creation? It like blows his mind. So he wants to know. It's funny watching the older people deal with it. So in a way, we're like that a little bit when our kids look at us. You know, we're like the new generation fiddling around.
Yeah.
And the kids are like way ahead already.
Do you ever look at Danishevsky's Motzei Shabbos Insights of the Parsha?
Yeah,
It's good. It's good. He
He
was
said
showing
something
me.
very interesting that like I'm trying to figure out what was like such a chiddush there, but it kind of like stuck out to me. He said that Paro was the first person to call the Jews an Am,
Yeah.
a nation,
Historically also.
historically.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Like in yeah.
That's just like Basia, Bas Paro named Moshe. Like the most important tzaddik in all the Torah is named from Paro's daughter, you know?
Well, there's a lot learned out from
There's
that.
actual historical evidence for it also.
So it just shows you that, you
The
know,
first mention of Jews.
or Yehudim, why we became
Paro.
Jews, Yehudim. We came that from the story of
It
Purim.
might not be the same power.
It wasn't like a geschmack reason we became Yehudim.
We
You
didn't
know?
even know if this Paro was
It's
the
because
same.
of God we became Yehudim.
It's not a chiddush because we were never a
We
nation.
were known as
anyways.
you
Was never a
because
nation.
that was the main
You're a wandering
tribe that
Shame.
was left.
Yeah, I know, you can
Wandering
explain
tribe.
it, but why not Binyamin? It was also around.
Yeah, but Binyamin was
Smaller.
smaller, and it was subsumed by
We were B'nai
Yehuda.
Yisrael until it became that they Peru.
You're a wandering tribe.
He lived in Goshen, which is Mashiach.
Goshen's Mashiach.
Nun Gimel Heshem.
One of the things I got chizuk when as about tshuva, because I had to find Hashem and find Torah and find Am Yisrael, and one of the only things I learned in school was about the Holocaust, about the Jewish people. That was like the only time they featured in school. Imagine, Jewish people, all the Bible, all the time, most famous, what do you call it? We've won the most Nobel Prizes, geniuses. Only time the Jewish people came up historically in school, in non-Jewish school, was the Holocaust. So I'm like, my people are associated with this, like Nebuch, like sheep to the slaughter. This is my history, So I had to like look into that. So I was like, why am I Jewish? What does this mean? That's what really opened my mind. So as I learned that, I was like, it must be more to this. All these people turned on us, and so when I started reading about Mein Kampf, and you see from this a machshamo how he talks about us. Then I chap what the difference is with us, because we bring consciousness, we bring soul, and they don't have that. So that's why they hate it, because they're anti-soul. So I wanted to make a whole change. Instead of anti-Semitism, it should be anti-soulism. They're not against our Semitic, nationhood. They're against our soul, because when we bring the shama to the table, that means they have to have a conscience, and that means they can't just do what they want. He was the biggest Baal Taiva. He was on drugs. He was tripping bulls all the time. He was a terrible person, like on every level. So whenever he saw us, he went nuts, because we showed what he really is, how disgusting he was. Without us, it didn't, next to a stomach guy, it didn't show how bad he was. But when he saw us, he couldn't take it anymore. Right. And that's the same, like this deep sinner, this deep irrational.
I like anti-Semites because it shows that the hatred is even before we were people. Yeah. After Noah's son Shem was blessed more than Chum and Yafes, and that's where the hatred started from. The hatred is so real, it goes back to Shem. In fact, Yaakov Avinu learned Torah in Yeshiva Sheva Ever. Right. And he gave that Torah over to his sons, but he learned mostly with Yosef. So what was the Torah that he learned in Shem Ever?
It's how to deal with the veil.
It was the Torah of anti-Semitism.
Yeah, how to
Shem
deal with
was the only person who understood what it means to live in a world where everyone hates you. And then he taught over Shem, the Aver, lived in a world of Dor HaMabel, Dor HaMigdal Bavel, Avram, all the time.
But also Ava means Ava Hayah, Jordan. He was like just by himself against everything else.
We were back against, so like...
That's why Avram is Ivri.
Anti-Semitism is like, they're against our Mahusa being different than them. Even before we're in Am, the fact that we were blessed, they can't handle it.
I was brought up like a mamish goy. Like I was so goyish.
Anti-Semites. Yeah,
I was so goyish as a kid.
We were called Aver because of
Were your grandparents Yiddish speakers?
My grandparents had something in them, but somehow my parents just lost it. I don't know what happened. They sent me to the most goyish school with the most low-class goyim from all around the world, and they smelt I was a Jew. I remember one time one of the most anti-Semitic kids in the school threw a coin at me and said, "Stingy Jew." I never said nothing. They smelt me. They knew I was a Yid. And when I tried to hang out with the goyim, I used to get beats, and they always beat me up and not the rest of the crew. It was like they smelt me.
We were opposite.
They knew I was a Yid, and that helped me be a Yid.
Ali, that's your bracha. Bracha from birth.
Yeah. Did you ever go to the Shem Ever Shul?
That's a good one.
Spot? No. There's a cave there.
That's their shit.
Oh yeah,
it's a great place.
It's on top.
I say, when I go to shuls and stuff, I say Shalom Sani Rabbi.
They say they
Shalom Sani Gabbai.
Like the real spot.
Who wants to be any of those things?
Wow, the Shem Ever there.
Not us.
We don't have I googled it we don't have like a very long Jewish tradition that it's Shem Ever.
Yeah. It doesn't make much sense.
Spot is very young.
But it's a holy place, very holy place.
Well, that
the
cave's
Muslims
over
guarded it for years.
What is this?
The cave over there. It's for sure not the yeshiva, that cave.
There were these like nuns that guarded it.
That was
for
the peak of
years.
Tzad's been around forever.
Which cave?
Of course,
that was
those like blue
real
caves.
spot.
Everything's blue over there. So
Tzad was a city.
I haven't been there for years, but
Oh, it says Shem Ever on it?
yeah, Yeshiva Shem
That's the name of
Ever.
the place.
What?
From where? From who?
What do you
You don't think it
It's
is?
in the
Some
top.
Jews that live
Oh, I
there.
don't know what the
It's
heck it is.
No,
Could be.
it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be
No,
for
it
sure. I was just
They have
curious.
ruins.
Good
I
energy
never-
there. That's
I was
for
only there
sure.
recently.
They have ruins in Tzfat from a
And I was I
while.
googled it. I davened there a bunch last time I was in Tzfat.
It wasn't this big.
It's very connected.
I think it's good energy there.
But
People lived in
I was
small
just curious to
settlements.
see
I've
what
been
the
in tours
history
there.
was.
They have
And the
old
city,
stuff
I
there.
don't think it's.
I did a tour of it.
Like
Like
outside,
Eden, we don't have like a
outside.
long tradition of it.
No, also
There's a
it's
tradition
not-
of
it's
something
not-
going on over there, but not necessarily.
But he was involved also in Yerushalayim, Melchizedek Melech Shalom.
The
Till
first-
the Ramah.
So he was back and forth, you know.
Ari came to Tzfat. Tzfat was already happening. Ari didn't start Tzfat. Ari came to Tzfat. Tzfat was already in place.
That area.
The Ramah.
I thought you said that.
The Ramat was before, yeah.
That's
I always thought it was like Iraq.
Isn't Sipuri really
Beis
the opposite,
Yosef.
though?
Basically, the University of Cairo and the Ramah were created.
Where is the first settlement of Homo sapiens that we know of?
Mesopotamia.
Are you quoting Harari now?
They just found something.
What's
they
the
could
word?
round
Really?
spot.
Really?
Yeah, like that area.
That's
Like,
crazy.
Emma Kahula,
That
Emma Kahula, Emma Kahula.
Baba should have saw
It
it.
looks like Gan Eden.
Emma Kahula. Check it out.
But what do you, when Rogan brings up all these like weird, like, you know, like all these Neanderthals, all these different types of human beings. People can, like, I know some Jewish guys, they start getting confused. They're like, so there was dinosaurs, and there was, so the whole thing with, you know, the people start getting nervous. You know, I've met guys who freak out a little bit when they start hearing about the whole Darwinism and all this stuff. It doesn't bother me because you can just explain it easily with, you know, the marble or there's all kinds of ways to touch it up. You know, it was during the beginning, yeah, the soil.
Hashem made the world that you can't see.
Yeah, it's showing us.
What, there was no time. What is 6 days?
Scientists are just making it all up
Days of
anyway.
creation didn't.
They're
Had
just
no real
guesswork.
time.
They don't have it for sure. I mean, it's easy to
There's no
answer
reason to
it,
say it was.
but
strictly
people
6
get nervous,
days.
you know.
That's the
It's the silliest problem. It's not a real problem.
I tell you one thing though, I like Rogan always talks about,
They came out of
and this is when I get like excited because he talks about the aliens, you know, like, but not the aliens like the stupid, how we're all gonna have these giant heads. So there's a whole Torah about V'yamahu Hashem Echad U'Shmo Echad. V'yamahu Yiyeh Hashem Echad U'Shmo Echad. So the Shem La'asid of Shem Havai is Yud-Ke. So that's when ultimately everything's going to be having a aliyah from the lower worlds of Asiya and all the lower worlds. It's all going to have an aliyah to Yud-Ke. So there won't be any Vav. There won't be any of this, the lower spirits. Everything's going to have an aliyah. And that's why it says Chayal Lacha is just going to go up and up and up and up, endless spirituality. So this idea of us becoming like Mayach, that is actually true. La'asad lava. It's all going to be like Chochmah being a das. Even emotions, everything's going to be aliyah.
Sex is one of my. I
Lift up the gates of your head.
love this. It's so real.
Yeah.
It's so real.
But I'm saying, but the world's heading in that direction where everything's going to be much more. We're not going to have to do much physically and emotionally. It's all going to get elevated to a more like higher level way of
You
consciousness.
ever heard of
The Gemara says,
Rabbi Raphael Zarum?
Hashem says, what's
He's
your
a Talmud
name?
of
Shorter
sex.
and
He
looser
forgot
than
his
most
sex,
modern people, but very athletic.
When he came to
His
Abraham
sex was
and
a
Yaakov,
demon.
he said, he was
Men were
never
5'4" to 5'7".
Whatever, I forgot what
He's
it's
never
called.
called
His
his
Talmud.
Right. The Shem Havai revealed this parsha the first time.
But he says his first name is
Whoa, he's a
Yeah, that's the highest.
scientist. I don't remember
What's his
what
first
type of
name?
Eke is
Raphael
Kesed.
Zarum.
Ach tov.
Whoa.
Ach tov v'chesed. It's all those.
The Gemara says a beautiful.
I love that name.
Mind
The
blowing,
Gemara says
brilliant.
Ekia.
And science and
Ekia,
Torah, and he
Ekia.
combines it.
I will be what I will be.
Yeah, that's the
He says,
best.
Whoa.
why is that the name?
I just bought his book. I can't find it. I bought it, and maybe
That's the
I came
level
back
of
to my house.
Mashiach. In the time of
Whoa.
Mashiach, Hashem's name is
I'm
going
buying
to
to
be
read it.
associated
To
with
buy
the
it again,
name
maybe.
Ekia.
But if you go on podcast
Why?
app, just search Raphael Zarum and listen to
He
anything you
says,
find. He's
The
unbelievable.
word Yud-Ke Vav-Ke has Haya, Hova, V'Yia. How do you say past tense?
Haya.
Haya. So
I
if
think
you
his book
take
is
the
called
Aleph
Questioning
Sha'elim, you
Belief.
take
I
the
think it's-
Aleph, you take the one God, and you put him into all your Hayas,
And all your
you're
past.
saying, oh, Hashem was, you see that he was with Abraham and Yaakov created the world,
Everything.
and everything. That is Ekia. Ekia is when you take the Aleph Sha'elim, you put him into all your Hayas,
Oh,
then it becomes an Ekia.
that's gewaldig.
It takes a past tense and makes it future tense
Wow.
by pulling the Aleph Sha'elim.
Where do you hear that? It's good.
It'll blow your mind
Gra.
if you're into this type
Wow,
of stuff. Like science combined.
That's big. That's big. Because you know what? We know what Wilson says. He always says this. Every single Torah, every single story in the Torah, every Ma'aser of Tzaddikim, it's all Netzach Netzochim, and it's all talking about our generation. Everything Avram did was for our generation. Everything he teaches everything. It's unbelievable. You go through all of Torah. It's all about you and me right now. Hashem, all that energy was just so we wouldn't become like crazy off the derech, intermarried crazy people. Yeah.
I saw that
He talks about this kind of stuff.
Of the time, of like the outstretched arm, you know, all those big words.
It's like Persia, yeah, it's mamish, yeah.
And they're all the very Egyptian terms.
I don't know.
Stuff, there's crazy stuff going on, and Trump's like definitely involved.
It's all lifted from Egypt as like a stuff.
Where did you hear this? It was on a podcast?
I can send you links after the
What happened today?
He's
I have a great picture of
He goes into the Mishkan.
Those summers, he used to come in the summer.
I went to OJ.
Oh, you would join that minion. He used to have koisel done. That
So the
was
first
strong.
time
Who's Mordechai who does
OJ
this?
took us
The
to the
Mishnah was
hotel.
laid out, the way the Mishnah is laid out is
Who's Mordechai who
I
does
show
this?
up at the hotel and
His
and I
minutes
knew who
strong.
he was
His minutes
because
strong.
it's very
two of my
Shmon Esrei,
Rebbeim-
like 20 minutes Shmon Esrei.
two of my Rebbeim went to Minister. So like
Well, who? Mordechai Finkelman?
so Finkelman and
God has
Rabbi
been
Horowitz.
hidden in all this journey, but
I was very connected with the whole Chevra. I was in their Collab. I used to every summer spend time with them. He was a Sandik for my oldest son.
In South Shore, just like with Yaakov. And I went to Torah Golden with him. And I got very close.
He's very stark with
I
Mordechai
spent,
Finkelman.
I went to his house for Shabbos twice.
He's very stark.
So he wouldn't let us come to his house for Shabbos. So I stayed there.
Finkelman's strong.
Amazing.
Strong.
When I came back,
Big in the Siva Shalom.
so when I came back,
from exactly like
when I came back after my Shana Aleph, I took that picture, I blew it up.
You have it in your house.
And I framed it, and I gave it to my Rebbe Rabbi Horowitz, and I think it's like a gift to the two of them.
Nice.
I want to check it out.
He was one of my. Every summer I spent 10 weeks with him. I was everywhere he went. I went with Shimshon Agibor. He set up massive speakers, and he had Baruch Bear's Einikos. His name's Baruch Bear, screaming the Shema, and all the hills were shaking. And you went by Shimshon Agibor, and he was saying all these Torahs, and they all sing so amazing. Their voices are amazing over there.
No, it was awesome. Tish
Yeah.
by
that's right.
Story reminds me of Shmuel Navi.
to me this is
Well, no, it's a bit different.
Well, they were both. They were both.
never not
They were both
Oh my God, the Nazirim.
not very
Malach came to the
this
pyramids.
type of Torah is what brought me.
Yeah, but Shmuel was like nothing to do with the Goyim. Like he was pure Polish.
This type of Torah is my
And
favorite.
Shmuel and the
You know Berman from Aleph Beta?
There's the Panemius. They're
You
very
know Aleph Beta is like they do.
I know Aleph Beta, but not
He's the rabbi of
Someone has
Aleph
to say, I
Beta.
don't know what's
Bourbon?
Torah.
We'll have to find out.
I guarantee.
I mean, they're very, very parallel.
Shmuel. Shmuel
Got his name wrong?
was the greatest Navi.
I know the guy. He looks like
But it says in the davening and Kabbalah
he's
Shabbos.
spoken of Efrat.
Moshe Aaron Kushmu. So it compares Koi Shmuel. So it compares them.
Shmuel Navi was like David Shlomo.
Korach couldn't see him because he was like came from like a different realm. You know, that's why he.
Samuel.
Candy, photo booth, music. Avishma will give a speaker.
I never understood Shmuel until I watched King of House of David.
Awesome show, no?
Shmuel is the greatest Navi.
House of David. What's
And
that?
the
Awesome.
Netflix.
He spoke here.
Netflix.
Shmuel Navi is the best.
The show called House of David.
He
The Dada Melech.
is my
He's amazing.
He's a Christian.
Like
Christian name. Like it's
Every detail.
every time, like
Truth is not, and even
It's a must watch.
Recently?
It's a must
on
watch.
Amazon Prime.
Oh, Amazon Prime. I think I saw some of it.
Clean. And you know what's
Is it
good
called
about
Aleph
it?
Beta?
No, it's very religious.
It's called
Few
the
things that happen.
Yeah, some of these
that
Yoshkineks
happened,
are
I
serious.
Googled it,
You know?
and it
They're
said,
real serious
in the
business
Medrash
ladies.
Rabbah.
Yeah,
Tanakh means a lot to them.
there's one they do
Christians look
like
at the
seasons
measures
of like
and put it in the show.
It's totally in the
well,
middle.
that's like the you know the story
I was
with
so bad. I told Anton,
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
David killed
Right,
Goliath.
so they.
Slingshot?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a fable or
5
not.
stones.
I went to Yeshiva.
You know,
They never told you
We
that?
learned Tanakh. No, we learned.
What do they say?
Shilos Yisharim.
What's the
High
high funnel?
Those 5
Right.
stones, those stones
So
were like, there's whole
supposedly,
Torahs about each
Steven
stone, what it
Spielberg acts
represents,
like an
Shema
Orthodox
Yisrael,
rabbi.
This whole Torah is about
The
it.
story itself. It's not even the story itself.
Short, I know it. Yeah, I know.
When I first came to Shiva's about Shiva, Osmer, Rabuman, grabbed me. You know how he was. And he said, "You're going to learn Tanakh."
Really?
And he said, "Start in English, go through the whole thing."
No way.
And then he said, "Learn it in Hebrew, and then learn it in Farshim." And I did what he said, and it changed me. It changed me.
That's absolutely
The best thing, all the advice I got from him was life
Listen
changing.
to this, Moshe.
His favorite rabbi then.
I went to
You
Beis
have the password
Talmud.
now.
Beis Talmud used to be one of the top Litvish yeshivas around.
Magical.
The Rosh Yeshivas were from Europe.
Wasn't it Revolver?
Beis Talmud was
He's based in
Dov
Missouri.
Schwartzman.
Oh, Schwartzman. He was an awesome man.
He was an Rosh
yeah.
for a while, yeah.
He was like the head of the highest level program and stuff.
Right.
I saw
So
him a
he
few
had
times.
his own yeshiva, Beis Talmud, and it was a Litvish, like, he was a
Really?
Rosh Yeshiva.
Wasn't he connected to the Kotlers as well? Or
He's got a
something?
whole,
I don't know.
starts with a whole series.
He was part of like the
There was
Yeshiva
his name on
dynasty.
The
the
blasphemer.
Yeah.
I'm always curious about that guy.
And anyways, he said,
It's very produced.
so a friend of mine,
but it's-
he lives in Malayamas.
Yeah.
I got it.
One day he comes home, he's in Beis Talmud. Top students, all the top, everybody's top
McCall's
students,
Return to
like the
Gan
best
Eden.
students in the
Hello?
world, whatever. And his sister comes home and she asks him a question in Tanakh, something, and he's like, I have no idea. Next day he goes to the yeshiva, he goes to his Maggid Shir, and he tells him, tell me, why don't we learn, I don't know, whatever it is, 15 hours a day in yeshiva. 15 minutes a day, a little seder, Tanakh, just to know Tanakh. My sister comes home, she's asking a question in Tanakh, and I have no idea. I know every sugi in the Gemara, I don't know Tanakh. I was like, listen, that's not the minhag of the yeshiva. It's like the minhag of the yeshiva. That's not what we do. We don't do seder Tanakh.
You don't even know anything past Shishi in the Chumash.
My Rebbe has a Seder in Tanakh. All the Chassidim do it.
So he says.
What was
he
on
says,
fire?
This is crazy.
Was that just like the yard
Why
sale
don't we
candles
have
that
Tanakh
like
in the yeshiva?
were?
We should have that.
You
He
posted
said,
a
listen,
picture of like.
Double
Not the
Melech,
minhag of the
Chevra.
yeshiva. Go to the
Double
Rosh
Melech.
Yeshiva and ask him why
A
it's
lot
not
of
the
candles,
minhag of
I
the
don't know.
yeshiva.
Got it.
They're a bit wild over there.
So he goes to
I never
Rav
go. It's my
Schwartzman.
kids go.
A friend of mine from Mount Amos. He goes
I've
to
never
Rav
been there.
Schwartzman.
Not my vibe. It's too hippie for me. But my kids love it.
See you over there?
We don't have.
Yeah, my kids
We don't
love it.
know Tanakh. It's crazy.
They
So
go there
that's
a
not
lot.
the
They're really
minhag
into
of the
David
yeshiva,
Melech.
to have
I'm
seder
happy.
Tanakh.
Go,
It's not
go.
the minhag.
Better than
Why is
the
that
other
the minhag?
places.
Because in Europe, that's not what we did. We didn't
Right.
learn Tanakh. Why in Europe we didn't learn
Because of
Tanakh?
our
Why
skillim.
didn't
The
we learn?
maskilim.
Because then everyone will come back to Eretz.
Because whoever came to, this is what Rav Schwartzman told him. He said, you know who came to yeshiva? A 14-year-old kid that came to yeshiva knew Tanakh by heart. Only the top people in the
Right,
town
no, that's true.
got to yeshiva.
For sure.
The top
MS.
people, they knew everything by heart. These
MS.
guys
I
knew
mean, they had to
Tanakh,
go how
knew
many-
Shirat by heart.
So they did know
According
Tanakh.
to him,
So they did know
They
Tanakh.
know Tanakh. but
I
there
remember
was no
Victor
seder in
Miller.
yeshiva
He-
because they knew it
Rav
by
Victor
heart.
Miller used to
Yeah,
push
it's
Tanakh.
easy
He was
to
pushing
Yeah,
Tanakh.
it was Parshat that everybody knew it by heart.
Then you learn the Gemara and they see all the connections from the
Rabbi Victor Miller's Shirim. His Shirim, his stories in Tanakh were amazing.
You can't learn Gemara.
Crazy. That's what Rav Schwartzman told us.
Rab
He
Pullman
said everybody
Shirim
knew
on
Tanakh by heart.
Rab Pullman Shirim on Tanakh were like Nevuah. He'd stand there like a prophet and
Oh, yeah?
scream at the olam. You don't remember him? Like
Yeah, I remember it, but I was a kid.
he was like something else. He'd get up and the way he understood Tanakh was like he brought you into the experience, the Novi and stuff. It was something else. It went in my
I love
neshama.
Russ. Russ is one of my favorite Megillas.
This is interesting.
I don't know, Russ.
Well, that's where you get Shaifa from.
Yeah.
That's one
From Mona.
thing about being a Chabad, you don't learn Russ.
We need
Why not?
we need to get
Oh, no,
back.
that's where you get-
Avi
you get
Shmuel. He had a
this-
Tanakh class
not the-
downstairs.
Oh.
Not from Mr. Close, Ramona.
He's
Or
very
from
good.
Yehuda's
Yeah,
two
good
sons.
I think this is.
Maybe instead of doing it every night, just have Avi do Tanakh once a week.
Once a week, yeah.
Tanakh once
It's
a week.
like the
Listen, Black became
origins-
Jewish because of
the
Tanakh.
origin story.
He goes around all the
I know.
yeshivas. The most.
I guess.
I booked him like the last.
David.
Listen, Black. The last
Oh,
4
yeah.
2 weeks, I got him
Farbrengen
4
or
bookings in
comes out
yeshivas.
Teves, or-
And that's one of the main things.
That
So
would be
when he goes and
tomorrow night.
speaks, he'll push Tanakh.
Dove's
And all the
doing
Rosh
something,
Yeshivas and all the
no?
rabbis are
Joe's
sitting
doing
there.
something for town.
But he gets away with it because it's Nissan Black. And he,
Right.
he's like,
There's,
he's not like
what's
coming
his
from
name
that world, so
posted
they
on
can't
the
like,
Right.
they see how
He wants to
sincere
be
it is.
Joey
with him.
Rosenfeld.
Like he's
Yeah.
literally living like with David and Melech. And his spotted the
He's not coming.
and
He's
it's
not
all
going.
alive for him.
Yeah.
So they can't fight with him about it.
Yeah.
I've had 8 years now of him speaking at Rayshit for Shabbaton, and he always pushes the Tanakh story.
Well, Shlomo will probably do
And
something.
they're cool with it. Yeah, after all
Shlomo's
these
always
years,
last
they're already
minute.
cool with it.
Think
I don't know
about
if it means they put it in the Seder, but
Moshe
He probably came to Judaism with Tanakh.
that was it. That was
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah.
what it got it. That's what got him.
You know the story of
You're
Moshe
in
Rabbeinu?
Tuesday night?
Huh?
What?
You're in for something Tuesday
You
night?
know the story of
We're
King
giving
Arthur
shir.
Oh, wait.
and
Shut up.
Excalibur?
For brain.
For bringing the shear?
Yeah. I'll come. I'll,
You know
I'll
the
back
story?
out.
Moshe, have you heard the story of
Farbrengen.
King,
Bring the shir.
King Arthur and Excalibur? It's a,
Oh, that's
I
good
heard-
timing.
I saw an amazing
Shoot plus
story.
Farbrengen.
That the story of
Shir plus
King Arthur
Farbrengen.
and the story of Excalibur.
Just from
You know the famous story?
It's a staff. It's a matter from
bringing the shear
Moshe.
and Farbrengen
You know this,
formula.
Maisa?
I heard it. Yeah.
You hear this?
I grew up with all
It's
this
90s,
rubbish.
But I remember reading
Right.
it years ago. It's an amazing
8
story.
o'clock?
But King
8 o'clock
Arthur
is scheduled.
was a young lad, and there was a sword stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. And he comes and he struggles, people couldn't pull it out. Arthur came, he pulls it out, and he becomes the king.
But Daily Wire's doing a whole thing now with Merlin and all this stuff.
Merlin got the whole thing. It's the whole story of Yisro and Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu, you have to understand, they were in slavery for 210 years.
Yeah.
Let's say from Yitzchak
Well,
is 410.
Well, you told me it was really 125 years, maybe.
It was 210 years.
So maybe 125.
80 years before, 80 years before Geula, Moshe Rabbeinu was born. That means 130 years. 130 years is the time, I believe, that the last
Put that cat back on.
Shevat died.
Yeah, that's when it really
140,
started. Yeah.
Right, no, before they died, it says in the Medrash. It says
That's
that
only the
before they
Shibbel
died,
only
there was
started
no
then,
Shia.
So like
No, it's
Moshe
about the
Rabbeinu was
last
like,
piece
the whole time period was like, you understand, it
I'm
was
pretty sure I
like,
left it down.
it was like condensed into like, it was a
Yeah.
very unique thing.
Yeah.
So long story short is Moshe Rabbeinu for 40 years lived in Mitzrayim, killed someone, the whole story there, he leaves. Where does he go? He goes down to
Medium.
Africa.
Yeah.
And the
brought them in
Medrash goes to town. There's nothing says about Moshe Rabbeinu's life because it's not important for the Torah. The Torah is not a story book. He comes back. But what happened to those 40 years? He came back when he was 80 years old, 79 years old. For 40 years, you don't know anything about Moshe's life. So the story goes as follows, that Moshe went down to Africa, and there was a huge war in those times between the giants and the rest of the world.
Ah, good times.
The giants were the Nephilim. They were half angels.
Yeah.
Now, Moshe had already had a light to him.
Kitov.
He was
Yeah.
already, he was Tuvia, which is the same name as Moshe. Why is it the same name as Moshe? Because we know Moshe is Mira Mayim Mishisihu. It was the name of Akar Satov.
Yeah. To
He
pass
said,
the
I'd rather
passive.
be
Yeah.
named after someone who saved my life than any other name in this world. Moshe incubated Akar Satov. So Tuvia is Tov, comes from Hashem. It's Hakar Satov, May Hashem Yitbarach. So too, Moshe Rabbeinu is Hakar Satov. That's where Moshe and Tuvia are actually the same name. One is a mystery name, and that's what he named him Moshe Rabbeinu, which is also the name of Hashem, the name, or the Baal Shem Tov, anything like that, which is the name. So Moshe goes there for 40 years. And the story goes as follows, that the Nephilim were the strongest people in the time, and they were in a huge war in the entire world. Like basically, there were two parts of the world. There was Africa, the lower half of Africa, and the rest of the lower half of the world was the upper half of the world, which was Paro had the upper half, the lower half was the Nephilim. They were the two strongest points in the world. Moshe went down to Africa, and he saw the fight, and he went
Wait,
down.
that's why the Africans have a big thing?
100%.
We came back to the Schmeckel.
Moshe
But
Rabbeinu
that's
went
not
down
the
there,
Jewish one.
and there was a staff of
Adam.
Adam was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out.
Yeah.
And Moshe came and he pulled the staff out, and then there it was written in Sacha that Chav. He was able to, and he controlled all the giants, and he became like the Baal Shem Tov was the king of all the robbers. He was the king of all the giants. All the giants, mom.
Where does it say this in the Medrash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he became the king of half the world. When Moshe came back before Paro, after 40 years, do you understand what Moshe Rabbeinu was?
Been
There was
through
two
stuff,
leaders in the world. There was Moshe Rabbeinu and Paro. When Moshe came back before Paro, he wasn't just a little pisher. Moshe Rabbeinu was the king of half of the world. Half of the world answered to Moshe Rabbeinu. He was a huge human. He was also a giant physically. They say that he was able to
20
jump
amos.
up. He was 20 amos tall. He was a huge person physically, spiritually. But like, he pulled this thing. He married Yisro,
Israel's daughter.
who
Yeah.
was like the king of all like he was.
Areas, bro.
All the religions, all the
Ula,
Avodah
Mamish. He married the hottest black chick in town,
Yeah.
Tzipi. They call her Tzipi. some scholars. So Chazal say
Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
So Moshe.
Wait, you have fantasies about your wife, the wife of
I'm saying he was a big pimp. I'm saying he was notorious B.I.G. He was the first notorious B.I.G. Was Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu was notorious B.I.G. and he was the king of all of Africa because of the staff. The whole story comes from him, and he goes back before Paro. Like Paro wasn't just like he was a huge human. People don't understand who Moshe Rabbeinu was. Torah doesn't want
Paro was a little midget.
He doesn't want to. You don't want to. Torah doesn't want to describe him that way, so you feel like that it takes away from the story. It makes you feel like Moshe was a nothing. Moshe was not a nothing. He was a huge person, and he was extremely powerful.
But he came to the level of a Nachman.
Shows you how humble he was. His humility came.
The season I'm talking about that podcast is not
Even when
it's only
he
on the
was
app.
great.
Yeah. But the rest of
Chaim
it's
Bracha. These are wild stories.
Let My Nation Go. It has the whole midrashim of Moshe's life going down.
Let My Nation Go, the cool one, right? I know that one.
They have a few of them. It's the
And yet the Teves Yisrael, he got almost put in cherem for just writing he had some meters he had to work on. You're like telling it was like the original OG. Way more than meters.
Of course he had to work on his meters.
Yeah.
Moshe was not. He was brought up in Pharaoh's house. He became the ruler of the entire world. Of course he had to work on his meters. Moshe wasn't great because he was born great. He became great.
And he's still great. Cheers, David. Cheers, David. Quick selfie.
that's the heinous part. That's what makes it heinous.
You know they say, Binyamin right here, good, Leil Torah, says that he got Moshe.
Hold on.
Moshe became great.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because the Yitzhak al-Chav, he went out to his brothers, Vayera, he saw their suffering, and he saw these two Mitzri, and he hit one of them, he killed them. So comes along, goes before him, and says, Moshe, and he grew up. It means that Moshe became a gadol. How does one become a gadol?
Killing Egyptians.
No.
That's a very Efrat answer.
So he was able to, no matter how comfortable he was, he's sitting in the king's castle, he's able to leave that and see people suffering. That's godless. Moshe Rabbeinu wasn't. He made himself great.
You know the Radak says, he says he came out to see the Egyptians. His brothers were the Egyptians.
Wow.
And he says that was the godless of Moshe. That's why Hashem put Moshe. This is crazy. That's why Hashem put Moshe in the house of Paro. He wanted a person that grows up in the mentality of a free man, like the Egyptians.
You could probably bolt.
That's what he said.
Wow.
Who says that? The Radak.
I saw a reason why he was grew up in Paro's house, because he said, if you want to lead the Jewish people, you need to see what leadership looks like. The chinuch that Moshe got, for him to become who he was to see Paro, see what leadership does look like.
Well, I feel blessed because I grew up in like rock and roll.
What leadership is not.
And if that helps.
That's what made Moshe great.
Probably a few Paro kind of guys.
I'm gonna find it right now.
Hey, you got some wine?
Yes. Hold on. First of all, now we're getting to Fabrengen. What's your atzvus about? What's going on?
I'm tired, man.
It's 10
How much
o'clock
was
at
the
night.
bill under time? That's atzvus. That's the question.
I got my renewal notice.
I didn't pay it. What happens if you don't pay your renewal fee on your car?
Registration?
Yeah.
You have a
You get
little
pulled
bit.
over, you get in trouble.
You get fined, your account gets frozen.
What?
I'm not fine.
If you get pulled over, you get in
Typical
trouble.
communist mices.
I haven't done it yet.
You don't have to do it immediately, you know? Like you have a few
How
weeks.
late are you?
Yeah, you don't have insurance. Now you just get an inspection ticket.
I have a brand new car, so I've got a Pitom for 5.
Wait, how long do you have it for a new car? How long?
We say 5 years, but it's not true. Everyone says it's not true. In Israel, you have to get your car inspected. A new car has a 5-year Pitom.
Really? I know that.
A new car doesn't have any issues. It's not supposed to.
Since when does any rule in Israel make any sense?
No, in America,
Because I was wondering about that.
in
Because there's no
America,
inspection.
Won your money.
you have to get
There's no
a
inspection
commission
on the Like there's no inspection sticker on the car.
There's no more
It's a new
stickers.
car.
You don't need to
Yeah,
get.
they got rid of the
Stickers,
stickers.
You don't need an emission testing in America for 5 years on your car. Also.
Really? Yeah, I'm
And,
not sure
and
about
in
that.
Germany and
America's a joke
Yeah.
though. If you don't get inspection, you get a
Big
fine
deal,
for
yeah.
$85.
Regular ticket.
Here
Yeah.
they said
Here, there's no insurance. You don't have insurance. I didn't have insurance for driving.
won't give you
a year and a half,
insurance.
I didn't get it. No.
You call the insurance company, they won't give it to you.
I have insurance, but I don't have a test. I have to get it.
Any people pay?
Hey, what? Registration? Yeah, you can do it online.
You have to go to the place to do it, no?
Where?
No.
No,
registration
you pay a
do
guy.
online.
I'm
I'm like check or two different things. Registration.
Ask in the Pitom.
Oh, register, you
I
do it
bought a
online.
car when I'm in Aliyah. I haven't paid
The Efrat people seem
What
to
I
be
mean?
on top of all this
You need to
stuff.
register for the road. You need to register your
You have to
car,
do
and then you
Rishayon.
also have to get a test.
You have to do Rishayon.
Two separate things.
I don't know
Show.
about the test for the new car, but Rishayon
Starts
you
now,
have to do.
January.
Registration.
It's a road permission to be on the road.
2,000 shekels. All right.
It's
Yeah,
something
road
stupid,
tax.
yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, I'm not paying that. I was like,
It's
No,
a
you
road
have to.
tax.
You have to. You don't get
Imagine you're in
corrupt.
America, don't have your car registered.
Yeah.
it's 100.
No, it's not. If you don't have your car
It's a
registered, they'll
serious
tow you. You're done in
Yeah,
America.
No.
No, if you don't have a registration, like
Until you
they'll.
get a ticket.
No, they won't. They give you a ticket and they will tow you officially. If you have a nice car, he'll make you drive.
You know
home
what's
and drive.
really crazy is they don't send you the thing in the post till you're already after the time. That's when it's really like they set you up to fail.
What I got
You know?
today? Oh, with my
I
mailbox.
just got a brand new car.
No.
Big months ago.
You still have to do a show.
I have a Rishayon for the car.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, my gun license.
I think it's like a 3-month.
I got it in the mail.
Oh, look at you.
What is that?
yourself.
It's my gun license. It's
Ah.
like 4 months.
Where's Zach? You
What?
gotta celebrate with Zach.
I gotta celebrate with that.
Pakistan's like going crazy to get one of those.
How's it going?
I think
moving
he'll get
forward?
there, yeah.
Sell a sponsor him. You're thinking that way.
I think he'll get there.
I mean, of course, it's sponsor him.
I need to.
He's not giving up.
Ball rolling on that.
I'm still American.
He doesn't like taking money here, son.
Huh?
Everyone in the time.
He's working. He works so hard.
He's like,
I've been here for 7 years.
He's done his backing,
I want
made
you to
a-
have a gun.
and he does a heavy.
Official,
I
yeah.
took a bit of it.
I'm like,
Yeah,
you should have a gun.
Enough to pass the whatever it
I feel
is.
safer if you have a gun.
Good for us that him
I
having.
can't,
Yeah,
I can't get a gun
that's
because I'm not Israeli. So,
We're on a visa?
dude, I'm in yeshiva.
So stark.
I'm a star guy.
Went to Shiva.
Ibn Ezra.
I'm in Portland.
Ibn Ezra, yeah. It sounds like Ibn Ezra Torah. I was going to say, Kli Yakar or Ibn Ezra?
Ibn Ezra יצא לראות את אחד וראה סבל העבדים. And he
Wow.
saw the pain of the
Can I
slaves.
move this right
That's
here?
even a bigger
Pretty much
touch.
testing
Yeah.
it.
Left neighbor.
He went out for one reason, he saw something else.
He went out
crack
to
for
see
me.
his
Those
brothers,
leaves
you know,
are
his
so
Egyptian
good.
brothers.
I'm about to
Get
get
away
myself.
from me.
They're
I
quinoa.
the whole thing. They're delicious.
They're
This is
healthy.
He was a prince of Egypt.
Healthy. In moderation, they're probably healthy. Not.
But
they're fine.
Shlomo Carmack has a beautiful Torah that Rav Shlomo always says. He says that she opened up the basket and she saw the boy and she heard him crying. So, what does that mean? That she saw him and then she heard a baby crying? She should have heard him first crying, then saw him and then pulled him
Let me
close.
just send that Tuesday, I think.
He said it. He said it, she heard Aaron was also in the basket next to Miriam, and she heard Aaron crying over her brother.
Oh wow.
Said, this must be a Jewish baby if her brother's crying over it.
Oh. Yeah, Aaron was happy for his brother. Like he's
So
smart
it's
leader.
Kohani.
I named my son Aaron Yosef because I want a
Sorry,
kid who's happy for other people's
Which one is
success.
that? Your second one?
Yeah, second boy.
Kill Johnny. L'chaim. That's a good verse.
Is Danny here?
Daddy's in America.
Oh, he saved his car.
I know.
Everyone's coming in on his car.
Yeah, it's weird. I was gonna text the block.
I thought Danny was here too.
No, Danny doesn't.
Doesn't bring.
He doesn't leave his house.
He leaves
When
his
he
house
gets
to work
serious,
out.
I'm here.
He leaves his house to work
Balls in the
out.
car.
I was gonna text Elio.
I didn't know what the car. I didn't figure out the car.
It's all good. What was up with your car? It broke down?
No. Car's go, bro.
Have them?
I hear you. You gotta find them right now.
I'll tell you, I was sitting with Michal in America, and I said, you know what, how much is it? I was looking at a Rubicon on Yachtstein. 320,000 shekels. They're all
20,000 bucks in America, huh?
In America, it's $20,000 for the exact same car.
Yeah.
So if you pay for it, it's $44,000 plus $10,000.
You gotta hold it here for another. You gotta have it here for 6 years before you can sell it. No,
Is it good?
That's only Aliyah rates.
what?
It's only
That's only Aliyah rates.
If you import it, it's
You
different.
import
You
it
import
separate.
it, stam, and you pay the taxes.
You guys are
Yeah,
importing
but
cars?
Then you pay the taxes.
$10,000.
But then you pay the taxes. What do you mean?
Okay, I'll pay the
It's
tax.
still gotta be less.
It's still gonna be less.
22,
Still less. Still less.
44,
Still less,
plus
right?
10,000 for
Still
shipping
less.
registration.
Yeah.
$54,000. That can sell for $90,000.
It's still less. Yeah, you're
$40,000.
still making a bank.
Yeah,
You're
but
still
my,
making a
my
bank.
question is, how isn't every
How come
guy
no
doing that? You know how
government
many
paid
Israelis
for
are in America?
Because most people don't want to lay that out.
You know what my son said? A lot of his friends.
I want to.
They go to England and
but I want to find the right one to do it
they
with.
go to England and they
Do it with
drive
any
cars back
Rubicon
here.
style
They're
car,
people-
Land
How do you think we'll
Cruiser,
sell?
Land Cruiser,
There's loads
anything
of
like
kids.
that.
They drive cars from
Although-
both
Gotta
sides,
get a
like
car
Europe.
that's compatible with.
That was a cheap option.
You did.
And they make
Parts
good
here.
money.
Land Cruiser.
I made that mistake.
An
I
older
brought a
Land Cruiser,
Sequoia.
not a new one. An old Land Cruiser.
Some Land Cruisers are made European models, yeah. You
cut
gotta
the
know what
stall.
you're dealing with.
Before
You get a
I
little thing, every part's different,
yeah.
you know.
America gets European money, no?
I can't even.
If you do your research, I'm saying any of those
And then
type
we
of cars,
get
like the
Japanese.
big brawny
Could
cars.
be that. That's the big issue. Yeah, there's a big difference.
Any, that's what you want. That's what you want to do.
Chaim Yechiel.
Right.
You want to do it with a big brawny car.
We've had a lot
Yeah.
of Torah since
They go for the
you came.
Monster.
Before
Now we're talking about cars.
one guy
It
told
became
me
a car
that there's a
conversation.
brand
You walk in,
His car's from Moldova.
now you got to pick it up for us.
Siennas, there's a guy just Sienna brokers. You know the Americans who come over on a Toyota Sienna. Yeah.
My car. I go to like, drive.
Okay, Harry, I told you I'd tell the Nesiva Shalom story. So listen to this. I was at Awesome Air Poker. I didn't know nothing,
Okay, the
nobody.
Rebbe's talking. The Rebbe's
I didn't know
You
anything.
know Benjamin's dad?
I used to see these guys around. Yeah, his father was around. He was
Awesome Air
Rabbi
He's the head of
Simon.
He's the head of office.
I used to learn by Chavrusa in the office with Rav Samet
It's the
all the
Rebbe's
time.
house.
So I'd see all the office people. But
Anyway,
anyway,
whole year.
he's my rabbi still. He's still my rabbi.
No.
I still speak to him all the time.
Rabbi Bradowitz?
No.
Rabbi Samet's the real hidden person.
Yeah.
Rabbi
Hidden
Samet?
tzaddik.
He's my rabbi till now. He when during Quran I couldn't get to my rabbi, he put tefillin on my son. He got the tefillin and he put them on this. He was a bit embarrassed because he doesn't like all that rubbish. But I got pictures of him doing it. And anyway, but yeah, so I was in that time of my life, and what he used to do, Rav Samet, was set you up for Shabbos. And he knows everyone and everybody. He knows everyone's phone numbers, Baal Peh, this Mishkiach, this rabbi, Tzaddik. He's still around. He's like the head of the Shmir Soloshin or something. Anyway, so he set me up. You're gonna know this family. He set me up with this family called Slonim. Yeah, he lives in
The
Arizabira.
name is Slonim.
Their name is Slonim. So me,
That one.
and I was already in yeshiva a year or something. So they give you a bit of responsibility. You know, you take all the bochum who don't know where Slonim is in Isaiah. I didn't know it was Isaiah, but it's Slonim. And you're like the achrai for all these new boys who've just turned up. You know, they know nothing. They actually know Gornished. And you're like, at least I'm a year there, so at least I know Aleph base or something.
Pause.
Yeah?
He
Like I'm
said-
just about bench or
He
something.
said,
Right?
the Slonim
Yeah.
family is Weinbergs. And the Weinbergs are actually a Chabad family, and they're from Chicago, Moshe. The Weinberg's father translated the English Tanya, you know, the Tanya with the
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
It's a Weinberg, it's a Slonim
Right.
family who's turned Chabad.
Lessons in Tanya. Wow.
So that's from Chicago.
That makes sense. Even Eish Torah rabbi, I think, was
All
one.
Slonim.
But anyway.
They became Chabad.
But anyway, so I had this name Slonim. So being a dumbass about Tshuva side, I take everyone. Excuse my language. I take everyone with me to Misharim, to White Slonim. Yeah, White Slonim. There's Black Slonim where I used to live.
Schwartz and the Vice.
I went by the Vice. Vice is the original Nesiva Shalom, and he was still alive. That was the muzzle I had.
What?
He was alive then.
Nesiva Shalom?
Yeah, it was in the 90s. So I'm old already, eh? Grey hairs. So I walked all the way to Vice Shalom, and I bought all these bochum, and we come in and we daven there, and we get to go around, and I get to say Good Shabbos to the Rebbe, the Nesiva Shalom. I get to see his Heilig upon him. And they were like, it was a few months later he passed away, so I was lucky I got to see him. This mistake was worthwhile. So I went to his tissues maybe once or twice as well, before or after. But anyway, so we're standing there, and then all the bochum like, where are we eating? So I said, Slonim. So I went up to like the rabbi or gabbai or whatever he was, and I said, "We meant to." Here it says Slonim. He's looking at the paper. He doesn't know. He says, "No, come." So he invites us downstairs, and we end up eating with the whole yeshiva. Now the only thing was, it was really weird because they don't sing normal niggunim. They don't. They're just like
They have their own seder.
there's some sort of
at night,
chanting
it's-
and
it's also-
the bochum, and no one was speaking, and we're just singing all these yeshivas, like sitting there with all these real slonim chassidim, like in like a private suda with
you
these
thought
yeshiva.
that's the family.
Slonim, yeah. Have this whole suda. Anyway, come back to Osamer. And the next day, and Rabbi Slonim, the cool guy, you know, who writes articles, big beard now, like he was younger then, but he comes up to me and he says, Rabbi Slonim, we were meant to host you guys last night. And I said, where are you based? Over the road. You can see my house from here. I'm like, oh, we went all the way to Mitzrayim. So we ended up going there another Shabbos, but that was I got to see Nasiv Shalom. I got to see him before he went, you know? And I actually said a good Shabbos. And when he said good Shabbos, you felt it. Like, you know, all those svarim on Shabbos, you felt his Shabbos.
The whole
Like,
Shabbos and the
Yeah, it was a holy Yid. So I thank you, Hashem, for that. Stupid about Shiva
That's
mistakes.
super, that's
Love
super
those mistakes.
Very cool.
I had many of those mices.
Wow.
I made all kinds
Okay,
of.
Moshe going to say
Heilige
about
boo-boos.
his.
How the father?
That's what that's
Yeah, you have.
Everyone uses your.
I don't have the
from your
interaction.
video.
Oh.
What's the name? Smoking.
Yeah, the color.
Everyone uses it.
Moshe is Gash.
I see that picture everywhere. It's from your
Really?
video.
Oh, wow.
Moshe is Gash.
It's a screenshot
Yeah,
from your video.
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Gashes?
everywhere
Yeah.
people are hanging
Oh,
on their
yeah,
sukkahs.
that's
I
my
see
video.
His
I used to. I love the color.
was the Sheikh of the Taps.
No. Well, say that one more time. I missed that. Say that one more time.
Really?
Yeah, my Alpha's 80 was.
The Rebbe's Edith is.
Now you know why he makes good pop.
The Heilige Shaykhs.
Good for Fabrengens.
Oh, no, Chashvan you know,
No, of course. My great grandfather, yeah, he actually went to prison in Russia.
He's the real deal.
For being Jewish, yeah.
Wow.
During Stalin Russia. And then he came out and came back to his house and they shaved his beard. And then my grandmother opened the door and saw him and like ran.
She's like, wow, I
She
love
ran,
this.
no,
I love this. I want my kids to all grow out.
It was his daughter.
And that was the
I
start.
shaved my beard one time when I got married. After I got married, and my wife said, "You look like a baby. You look like a little kid. You're not shaving a beard anymore." Now that's where it all came from. I haven't touched my beard since that.
Wow.
Right at the beginning. From
Maybe,
Osamer.
by the way, maybe.
I asked my wife and she told me
I'm
to
throwing
shave
a
it.
crazy thought. Maybe we should learn.
She said I look like a kid.
20 minutes.
I trim every week, but I haven't
like
shaved
it.
the whole
I
thing since Pesach.
Should I do a Torah already now?
This was also Pesach.
So I was during Shirat Omer, so you know what? I'm not going to shave.
I don't know, but is it
when
the
the
Torah,
Torah gets annulled, when the Torah gets annulled, I'll shave.
Oh wow,
You
that's
get
good.
annulled, so I never shaved over enough. So now I'm wondering, like, how about the Karov should come back there. Maybe one day I'll shave over.
And that'll be for a good reason.
You go to God for Shabbos and be
If you see him, please shave it.
My beard's long because I've never touched it. I've never shaved this long.
Oh my gosh. Let's hear
happening
this.
with Iran? You gotta tell
Yeah,
me.
we got to find out what's going on there. It's so
No one knows anything about it.
it's so
Everything
unknown.
you hear in the news is.
I love
No
We
information.
end this 2.5 years with the Iran
Yeah,
fall.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
very.
don't need to say anything else.
You know,
Because they were behind the
Billy
Hamas.
says it's
They were behind
Billy says
Hezbollah.
it's a
I think Qatar fills the space a little bit, you know.
I know
Unfortunately, there are some other Rishonim. They're next.
Rosa on the ground at Moshe's feet.
Even like all this stuff on
I didn't. I think
It doesn't
I
mean
was
anything. No
like.
one knows anything.
I didn't. I
So,
was
so
a slap.
I
The Shtiebel Rebbe.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nothing came out for hours already.
Nothing.
Yeah.
What?
Trump's going to make some moves soon.
has a sheila tova.
And Iran. No,
Nothing came out. Things are coming out.
No, hours already.
What Trump's
But
gonna
I
do?
still
They're all-
have.
It's something's
5 hours.
something's
Everyone's handling right now. What Trump's gonna go and what's gonna happen?
Nothing came
He's
out.
going to bomb a few things.
He's
that's
gonna
why.
bomb them and they're gonna hit Israel. Like, it's not-
No information.
No, why?
When?
They've got nothing. What do they
When
have?
when is the question?
What do they have?
When is it? Quick.
Next
They have plenty. They've
Polymarket.
got
If
stuff
the
from
protest
Bet
Russia.
They're not
Polymarket.
gonna
My
do
bet Polymarket
Is this
before the end of the
mine?
month. His
What's
position's
mine?
flying right now.
No, this is
Yeah.
Spark just said
He
that.
bought it at 15 cents. It's up to 50 right now. It's like a stock
What's
market,
that?
Polymarket. He put a bet on. He put a bet on U.S. would attack Iran before the end of the month.
I think they're
Oh,
going
He
wow.
said he
to.
bought it at 15
You can make a
cents.
bet?
It's up.
Nice.
You can bet on anything on Polymarket.
But on anything that exists.
But and it's
How
an
much is up
unregulated
to?
market. Then you can hedge it
How much
against
is
it.
it up to?
He was telling me 50.
$50?
Yeah, 50 cents.
also do Meshuggah insider
No,
trading.
they always bomb on Shabbos. Always Shabbos.
I said before the end of the month.
That's what everybody was expecting it to happen on Shabbos.
I thought I'd come out and it would be connect.
They're gonna bomb on Shabbos.
They
No, they're gonna bomb.
use their phones on Shabbos.
They're gonna bomb on Teves.
Chill.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right.
Oi.
The Alter Rebbe's your set.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Some say it's the
Flavor just sent the
Rambam.
thing.
You heard that? You know that whole story?
Yeah, Tuesday night.
Come on, Eli, you know that whole story?
Michael.
Is it Rambam Yosef?
It's Pasha Vayera, the
Yeah,
Bacchus.
some people say that it's really supposed to be the same day.
Bacchus Barad. Erev Shabbos Barad.
I think it's saying the name of the vision there. Yeah, it's really chopped out the Rambam too, because Alter Rebbe was don't tell them I'm on the inside over here.
The funniest
They
thing-
won't like that. My friend on the
Chabad are
was
very into
Benjamin, who's
Rambam.
into
The funniest thing would be to go to the Rambam Chevra on his yard.
My mother's maiden name from Mallorca.
I like your mom.
She's Duran. Duran in Mallorca is the son-in-law. He was the Rav of Mallorca. The son-in-law of
Mallorca?
Mallorca.
Mallorca's in
It's an
Spain.
island in Spain.
Spain. I used to go there for holiday.
My mother.
Really?
My parents are there now. They're like,
Mallorca.
they're not. They're like, my parents are like an hour away from there. They're in Marbella right now. It's very close to Mallorca. They're in Marbella.
Yeah.
No, she's
They got
from
they own a
royal
house there.
family of
Really? That's where they vacation on it?
They have a swimming pool. There's a villa.
Your family's
I haven't been there
royal?
since I did tshuva.
Do they?
Imagine I had this proper big house with a swimming pool, and I haven't been there once since I did tshuva. That's what serious
Do they
stuff
own
is.
it?
They own it.
Is there
The
like
royal
a Anglo
family of
community
Europe.
There is a few. Nowadays there's a rabbi. There's bit by bit. There's kiruv everywhere. There's Chabad, blow the shofar.
Is that why
My mother
you're
speaks Spanish.
Is that why
She's
you're
learned
married?
because she lives. She's there for months every year.
Really?
You're
Yeah.
related to the.
Allah, Allah. She's always.
It's comfortable there.
It's all the rich Jews. You know?
That's amazing.
Yeah, they go there all the time.
Really?
You look at the
That's
list of people
When
online.
they get fed up with the
like
English
300.
weather. You know?
That's like the vacation spot.
What? Everyone's gonna get
If
bombed.
there's a massive
In the
bomb,
time of Mashiach, everyone's gonna die, and he's gonna inherit.
King of England.
I grew up every summer in Spain. Every
Everyone's gonna
summer.
be in the basket.
Other than they started getting a bit more fancy when they got older. They started going cruise like Club Med, and they started, expanding the horizons. But for the first bunch of years, it was
My
Spain.
mother's maiden name is her maiden name in Spain is usually your mother and your father. I mean,
Right.
your grandfather.
Right.
So my mother's maiden name is Kanal Duvan. Duvan is the son-in-law of the Ramban
Wow.
in Mallorca, and she has a straight lineage,
Wow.
father to father to father to father,
That's big.
to the daughter of the Ramban.
The Ramban was my favorite Mekubal I ever lived.
My favorite Jew that ever
My
lived.
mother grew up
Ramban?
Christian. But,
Rambam.
the Rambam.
Yosef.
but
Yosef's
it's,
my
It's
favorite
a
Jew.
wonky halachas.
Yosef,
king.
Yosef is my favorite Jew I ever lived.
He invented all of
You
it.
know, Yosef.
I learned Rambam every day.
But, Michal, I can't get it.
You asked the question.
Okay, no. What's the kasha? Then I'll see something from the Alter Rebbe on the Parshat this week.
There you go. Come on, Michael, we're waiting for you.
No, speaking of Ari, why did Tzipporah throw the foreskin, the orla, down onto
Oh, I
Moshe's
never heard
feet?
that.
What happens?
She
The pus-
takes the orla and throws it at
Who's
his
orla?
feet.
Moshe's.
Gershom's orla.
Gershom.
Because there was this like
Yes.
snake coming to kill
Gershom
Moshe.
gave
Yes,
blood to
sir.
him.
Just a little.
Why?
Yeah.
She cut it with the
He
stone.
says it, the Pasuk says.
because of the snake.
Sword.
Why does the Pasuk say it? She throws it on the
Because of the
feet.
snake.
Who calls it?
No.
Yeah, it's already
Question
measured.
is a great question.
Snake.
What was the throwing? What was the purpose? Why did the Torah say that?
Yeah, it's feeding the snake. That's a good shot.
What do you mean? So they did the Mila. You don't need to throw the.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
you can feed it to the
You
snake.
feed
They
it.
can eat it.
The snake can eat the
Feed it to
yeah,
the snake.
That's the limit.
We bury it in that ground, you know, there's a whole thing of that.
Yes.
Yeah, you killed Johnny's guy.
Moshe was
He's
late.
looking it up.
Imagine.
She was.
Don't chat GPT this. Come on. Yeah.
GPT. I'll let Torah have it's
Yeah,
crocodile.
you gotta judge him favorably. He's not going in the chat.
Yeah.
She's going to Alter.
What is
By the way,
your-
Alter is the best website.
What is your heart? What is your
Best
What is your heart telling you? He goes full of telling you.
That is true.
That is
Yeah,
very
funny.
true.
No, I remember Noam Yaakov's video. He was talking about it. He was talking more and more just like that Moshe really had, like maybe he still wasn't like convinced, and he really had to commit to the brit. Like he still wasn't like ready to commit to it yet.
Yeah.
But that doesn't explain the feet. It's
No,
just like
just throw it right at him. Here,
Right.
take this.
In the back. Good shot.
What did the Pasuk say?
That's where the snake hangs out, by the
It
feet.
says Tiga,
The snake bites at the hills.
What?
So
It's
that's
the
where it's
What's
hanging
the
out.
pasuk? What's the word?
Tigar Raglav, I think, is the lashon.
So I have a Torah. The second time Moshe's feet are spoken about, right? What's the first time it says?
Sha'al na'alecha me'reglecha.
Sha'al na'alecha me'reglecha was by Har Sinai. Something about
No,
Moshe's
not
feet.
by Yeshua, by
Yeah,
Well,
the
they
sneh
claim-
is
they
Har
claim-
Sinai.
They claim the sneh was
Okay.
Har Sinai, yeah.
No, it
Same
says it
place.
over there. Hashem says, I'm
It
going
says
to
because
return.
you'll come back and
I'm
say,
not
Yeah,
saying
right.
it.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's.
I'm not saying
Right.
it's Har Sinai. 100% Har
Okay,
Sinai.
okay,
Haketoret.
okay.
In fact, you know why it's called Har Sinai?
Sina.
The Machlokes in the Gemara, one says because of
Sina.
Sina, one says because Har Hasneh.
Sneh, yeah.
Kol kavod. See,
Gemara Shabbos.
We gotta do a trip.
Gemara Shabbos says Har Hasneh meaning
Har
Har
Sinai.
Sinai.
Chill
I'm
out.
a Rabbi Akiva, that parrot.
They don't know where it is.
Yeah, the pasuk is Vatikach Tzipor.
They call it place. They call it place Sinai.
You know the Google map picture?
There it is. Raglav.
That's Vatik.
You know it?
What?
You know the picture?
I think that's a big thing. I
Open
think,
Google
you
Maps.
know what you were saying?
What?
Google Maps?
Go ahead.
Yechiel, I think you should say, if you want to be the head of the Jewish people, your Raglav, your Regilos has to be like a Yid.
Open the map.
You have to have a bris milah. You gotta follow. Don't. Right now, he's still Egyptian, right? Well, maybe he's Jewish at this point. He lived his whole life as Egyptian. He went out there. He lived with God people.
What makes
He's
you
coming
Jewish? What makes you
back.
Jewish?
He spoke to God once,
you want more
and now he's
into,
like the super
Sinai.
Hebrew. He's still
Came
God.
back to the Shema. Yeah.
He was not a chayz
You're still
b'tshuva.
in
Oh,
Israel.
yeah.
This moment was what was chal is chayz b'tshuva. She said, "You can talk to God, but if you don't have a ma'aseh mitzvah, look." She took it. She says, "Look,
Oh, Mount Sinai.
this is what it means to be a Yid." He's like,
I want a
Holy
map
crap, you're
of,
right. I can't just talk to God all the time. So many of us, we daven all day, but when it comes to Ma'aseh Eker, we're so far from the boat. His wife, the holy women, were the one.
Yes, it's Conius.
She threw his feet. She says, "What is your regillus? What are you ruggle in? You're a ruggle and you're
I
a
like
shepherd who does.
It's Ruggle and
Who
Ruggler.
you sat in the house of Paro and you Farbrengen. You're not a Yid."
So you're gonna take the around, throw it down in the
She
street.
threw
Say,
the
what are you
around. She said, "Who are you?"
Oh, that's
And he
good.
said, "Holy crap! I can't just. I have to be a Yid. I gotta be a Yid." From that moment out, Moshe became.
Chabada. Chabadnik. Became Menachem.
That's good.
It's good
I like
shot.
that. It's a good.
It's good panemius.
It's a good, yeah, it's a good drush.
The slang. It's pretty crazy though how like the whole like we see with the Sadiqim how all the forces are trying to get them, you know? They're like taking it on.
All about the penis. I want to read a
I
sefer.
had 2 cups.
All about the penis.
Penis? What?
The whole Torah is.
If you want me to
Anyways,
share
I
some
I think I had too much.
You guys, Baruch wants me to share some thoughts.
Yes.
He asked me to share.
Baruch.
Heard about Moshe in the
I'll
heart.
come up with you.
No, it's
when
not
you
the
go.
heart. It's a interesting Torah. The Alter Rebbe, I already asked Shishi on Alter Rebbe. This Parshat. He asks, why do they Eli Shmos B'nai Israel? Right? Why do you rename? They already in Vayechi. You already went through all the names. Why do you have to repeat it? So he gave a very simple shot, which resonates. Is that
Who's this?
the Alter Rebbe?
Oh, Alter.
Shares Hamad Liadi. You know he's Baal Tanya.
Yeah, I heard of him.
He's a holy man. He's just at Smyrna.
Ben Baruch.
260 something else. Anyways, his simple answer was that before they were not in Mitzrayim. Now they're in Mitzrayim, so they have to repeat the names to say that a Yid, no matter where he is, whether he's in Gula, Gullus, here, Eretz Yisrael, America, Iran, he's still a Yid. And he stays that way because the neshama just.
Wow, beautiful.
It's a beautiful Torah.
It's a Torah, you know. I don't go esoteric, but that's what the Alter Rebbe says on why. So Chaim Baruch, thank you for making me give a little short Torah.
It's good.
And I bless you with abundance.
You know those.
Every aspect of your life.
I mean, those names. My son told me from my Rebbe this Shabbos. He spoke about that pasuk, and he said those names have the power to get us out of all of Goddess. Just that beginning of that part, just the names of the Shvatim themselves. Avraham and Yaakov, they have the power.
There's a crazy one.
Hashem wouldn't let us go without giving us the power.
I thought that Alter Rebbe was saying was that no matter where if you go from Gulls to go, if you fly back to America, you need to really take an accounting of who you really are. Who am I? What's my name? How many children do I have?
No, that's not
When
what
you
he
come
was
back
saying.
to America, he's like,
It's not what he was saying.
He's not saying that. I thought that's what he was saying. That every time you go anywhere in life, you take an accounting of who you really are. He's saying no. You are the same.
No, but you know what the Alter Rebbe says about tshuva?
Walking.
Get real tshuva is you have to go back to the place where you sit and face the same Avera as overcoming.
Right.
I didn't know you lived so
You go to
close.
America,
You live
who
so
am I?
close.
I feel like
Why'd you drive me
by the
there
way.
the other day? You
Just
just
see
drove?
hits and Effie and all the boys.
I just
I was spent time with you.
So all our boys.
Thank you. Now I appreciate it even more.
And I'm gonna go for Shabbos.
I always had this thing where like somewhere up there.
I'm wearing this shirt, sweater for the first time in a long time. You know, wear it in Chicago.
Drive home and invite me to Shabbos.
We are gonna have you. It's
I
gonna
started wearing it because I felt
Get
weird.
mandel bread.
Dude, do you know who?
That's
do you
true.
know who-
That's true.
Taste
My
of
wife
banana.
just dated for like 3 months.
Where is it in there?
Nechama.
Oh,
Yeah, like this
No, no,
is.
no.
By the way, I would host it for Fabrengen, but my second son
now,
goes to bed
Yeah,
at 9
but
o'clock.
so
He
this is like
sleeps in the
private.
main room.
Wait, where's it? Oh,
couch.
it's
They
his
met.
heart.
You can't really
And
like
he said,
do
my
anything.
friend
It's
was
very
like,
much-
It's
I was
right
married
here.
to you.
He gets off for Nate's and works all day. He works in the catering and he does Hinner Community. He works in the Hinner Community school. So the whole day, so he wants to have like a learning seder and
To ask him
he's
permission.
now
No, just like
working.
that.
What is this?
So like,
I have a bigger
Stingy
elephant.
gift. No.
Yeah, I have a bigger
I give
bigger
much to my
response.
kids. No, I'm very good at getting my kids to work. I want them all to work. He's 20.
so she's like, I don't want to get married.
So how does he have a batua?
He has a batul because he was learning full time. And he
Oh,
he does. He's pretty much learning
Show
all the
him,
time.
show
He's
him
learning
over here.
before he
Chicago
goes.
guys.
You don't know what we're talking about
In between, he
here.
teaches
Yeah,
and
Much he's
he
enjoying
learns all
it.
night. He come home, he learns. He's all the
Yeah,
time.
not good.
He probably learns more than
Mine's
I
good, like 3 months.
And you know what he told me?
Another bottle
Since he
there.
started working, he learns much better. It's Kavias Eatim. It's much stronger
His whole house is
than
fully
when he was all
organized.
day.
So he works in
Organized
catering
house.
and he works in special needs school.
Yeah.
She came by, she organized everything.
And the special
Kids'
needs,
clothing,
he's
everything.
got
She's a
good
professional
Rebbeim.
organizer.
They're very supportive to him.
Anyway, he's getting married.
When did he start?
He said, give me a couple months.
This
I'm getting
last
married,
this
right?
month, last
I'm flying for the wedding.
Cheshvan.
What is this? Sorry.
A good friend of
The
mine.
winter.
But you don't seem to encourage.
No, I think it was Kislev.
Nah, it's
A good friend
ridiculous.
of mine
It's
who
ridiculous.
had an affair with my friend's wife is getting married, is dating my friend who had an affair with another person's wife.
Well, I hope this isn't around here somewhere.
Sounds like Chicago.
No, it's in
Oy
Chicago.
vey, oy vey.
What's wrong?
Good for
with
him,
that
by the way.
place?
What,
You
he's
mean good for
good? He's cleaner? Is organizing?
They're all good people. They're just trying to organize their life.
Wow, he's really went out. He was dating Nechama. I'm talking
No,
about.
they're in love.
But she likes him also.
She loves him, but she's not interested in getting married because she's so hurt and she's like not mentally healthy.
I'm texting him.
Text him that I told you.
I'm not mentally
By
healthy.
the way, I love you.
By the way, Goldsmith
Are you
was like
this
wondering
to
why
the
you were
voice
leaving.
people?
He's like, I have a
To the voice
Shimshon.
I
I said you have to go give shir at the
Shtiebel,
Shtiebel.
yeah. I don't like to say it to him because he's giving a proper. He's the real rabbi.
Alright, when are you setting me up?
He's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm looking through them at first,
I asked you
and
guys
I'm
if
trying to
you're gonna
understand.
deal with Shulchan
I
and
don't know any women.
Eli Sheva said, does anyone not?
I don't know
Like
any
this.
women.
Some of them at first were comparing it to the
What he
He's
said?
still on
putting the
this.
blood on the machine.
He's still on this.
Bringing the blood on what?
Yeah, like
On the
something about
Mizbeach,
like,
what?
throwing the blood to like the feet. It could be like the feet of Moshe, but it also could be like the feet of Eliezer to heal him, or it could be like the feet of the angel who was
The
coming
one
to
son's
kill
got really
Moshe,
into
and it's a
making
remez
tracks,
to
tracks.
Pesach Mitzrayim when they put
It's
the
two
blood on
movies
the
that song
mashkov.
that
That
they
the
do,
angel
so they get,
should
like,
skip
their-
over, like the
their
angel's feet
voice.
should skip
Oh,
over.
the connection between
Yeah.
Pesach and
Yeah,
Milas.
and so here it's like to
He's
the
got
angel's
proper, like,
feet, the
studio
angel
in
should
his
skip
room.
over from
He's
Moshe.
got a very
Parallel
computer
skipping over
gaming.
Moshe and skipping
And
over.
now instead of gaming, he's making
Mitzrayim.
tracks, which is much better.
Both come in.
She's
It's
like,
like
oh,
you're
you're
shocking on the
Stop.
Now he's playing football.
Yeah,
What's
right?
his name again?
Sami. He
Very
started
good
playing
spot.
football.
And then
He's
the
doing
friend
Friend of
tracks.
ours went to nursing homes.
He probably does
And
his
the
sketch job,
three
but
executives
he's
are
the only
all
one right now I'm
hardcore
backing off because
Christian
he's
guys.
using his time better.
making
Very good friend of ours.
Be creative, you know.
Both three businesses.
All right.
He could make money
All
out of it
his
because he's
executives,
getting a lot of
his
praise
COO,
from
his
high level
his-
people.
all his chief, whatever,
They're
all
hearing about
hardcore
his stuff.
Catholics.
He has
So
like
he's
a
coming
SoundCloud
to
thing.
Israel with his family for winter break,
Bethlehem.
and he's bringing
All
these
that.
three
Vacation.
shiksas.
You get your kids into
Catholics
like, you know,
to
each
Israel.
kid has his own like
With his family.
leash, you
He
know.
emphasizes.
It's really important.
Which nursing homes?
Accolade Healthcare. Are you you're in healthcare?
No. But a friend of mine from
Accolade.
Chicago was working for somebody.
Yeah, this is his channel.
You know, do who's working for?
He did a
What's his
song.
name? I don't know.
Yeah, this is my son's making tracks.
Nice, is army?
Yeah, so what he did, he dedicated this to a soldier, one of my son's best friends who was killed in Netzach Yehuda. So he gets all his WhatsApps and he puts them in the track. So it's like a way of like keeping the kid alive.
He's bringing his all his.
That's the guy.
Nice.
His name's Meir Shimon.
Did you get it the Sabak turns over?
I don't know, he's like really into it.
Sabak turns?
It's very
My favorite
inappropriate.
music is
That's what I think is
Very
When
inappropriate.
you hear Nana playing, a lot of times they're playing some Sabak turns. You know who he is? Sabak?
He knows
So
that.
sugar, like, we're just filling
Yeah,
the whole
no,
night.
you're right.
He's live streams his computer.
That's like not in
He's
there.
wearing tefillin right here, like they're like
He has like 40
screaming, they're falling off his head.
Hey, isn't
It's
like-
3 o'clock in the morning. He's wearing, you know,
He's the boss.
Do you ever see these guys?
he has like a big dedicated hardcore file. I want to go there one day. So bad.
I want to. It's raining big Shemesh Kibbutz then, right? Yeah.
This guy has they're
Monica's coming, Heather's coming.
hardcore,
No.
and they take all his shirim and they make 3-hour long trans videos on it. It's just him viewing, and then it's
By the way, 2 weeks from now,
Yeah, it's like
2 weeks from now, everyone be friendly to the house of Leil. Extra cuddles. May the Gerim are always a bit more sensitive, so give them some love. Oevis a ger.
Wait, what'd you say, dude?
The house of Leil are coming here, 2 weeks. Parshas Bo.
The bar? And
And then Parsha, the week of Parshas Yisro, we got 4 events in Gedalia Fenster.
Wow, you're busy.
Tel Aviv, Yerushalayim, 2 events, and then one. We're bringing him to Efrat, to show the win. They haven't yet. They still haven't got it together yet. It takes them so long. Everyone else got all the information done.
Oh, you're putting it out.
Yeah, because I mean, his wife's had a baby or whatever.
Yeah?
Oh, no, we're
busy.
going to Shlan today.
It's hard to get stuff done.
That's when you
Sure.
go to Ishmael.
They'll get to it. As a
And
shit.
then we're going to
I told him no pressure.
and do the Kodal Tanah.
Oh, right, you told me.
Be like a week
I think he
before.
wants to take the Bethlehem.
Like a day off. We got the flight.
Take him to cover
Ask
up.
Yossi.
Why,
No.
The truth is, it's better because we're trying to promote the
Yossi
great.
has
So
one.
we've got to sell out 900
Yossi
seats.
knows all the tour guides that would
We
take.
could even sell out more because we could open up the upstairs.
Wow.
So it's a bit of a pressure. So in a way, not having that as competition and other
I
events
don't know if he does it.
means it's hopefully going to sell out. Like Joey wants to do it for Brennan with him, Joey Rosenfeld, and Gedalia was like, I've got enough events right now. Let's see. Let's first sell this out. So we got 120 something plus tickets sold already.
That was awesome.
That was awesome, yeah.
Pretty
We went to
good.
Devin and Mel's Kibbur,
Yeah, this advance.
New Year's.
It's a month in
Before we
advance.
were in the old city for dinner.
This
and
was
then
live
we
an
just-
hour ago. This is Rav Sabag.
Anyways, right by,
Just the live just ended.
Devin and Mel's
He sits
Kibbur,
there.
there's
That's
the-
a nice-
This is an
Yeah.
hour ago. He's wearing tefillin an hour ago. 1 hour ago.
There's the last
He looks so out of
Oh,
there.
baby.
And they were having chillin' there.
Okay, so
It's
what's your favorite maca and why?
I like Barad.
Barad.
Yeah.
With the ice on the fire.
I feel a lot about it. Why?
No, also because I'm looking forward for like some Barad action in Iran and you know.
The
It's,
ice and fire. The
ISIS.
didn't burn it.
ISIS.
No, not ISIS, but the
Oh.
ice. The
Ice
fire
and fire.
inside. The fire
Fire.
inside.
hot,
the
the
ice.
cold. You got to have the extremes all bound up. You know,
Wow.
making shalom between
Wow.
this and that.
Wow,
Malchus,
fire and ice.
smash the crap out of enemies. That's good.
What's yours, Ari?
King Sfardeya.
For the
Frogs.
just because it's funny?
No, there's a lot of Torahs in Sfardeya.
Oh.
So it's
Sure,
nefesh,
In-
getting hit.
No, you know.
You know, you know.
Share some tours with us.
No, it's very deep.
Baruch Shem Kavod, all that stuff. It's the share from the
Choshek is
thoughts.
probably my favorite.
I was going to
That's my
say.
favorite. That's my favorite.
That happens every week in a
Yeah,
frat.
because
You get Hoshech every week here.
Choshech is just like
You
the
just,
fact that it's so
every
dark
Friday
that
night.
it can move.
Bavak's
Choshek
Hoshech.
is my life.
Should go on the Goyim, no one else.
Choshek is my
You
life.
look at the Arabs, they're all sitting there, lit up houses, and
No,
we're
actually,
sitting
went
there
out
in
of
the dark.
Beilechem this time.
They went down there, all
you
sitting.
want some
Part of
yam?
No,
Did
he
you
said
see
Oh,
that?
really?
Copies today?
the hardest maca.
That was
They
crazy.
said it on. They texted
Doing,
about it.
Oh, you
Oh,
want some
they
yam?
texted about
They
it?
texted
Pour some
about it
yam?
a few like
pour some
last
yam.
week, saying that they were.
Is there any forks?
You're gonna do like trainings.
Training.
Yeah.
No, the helicopters are like in the
They were a
valley.
few weeks ago. They were also parked.
Farbrengen.
They were landing there and they were doing training. They kept. It was like during Mincha. I was at 1:30 Mincha. and I was
trying to
trying
beat her
start landing in the
Ah.
field.
It's
right
good, though.
outside and
A bit of a weird energy though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's massive, but you're underground. It
I wanted to get done Julio.
I feel like I don't know, a lot of Charedim,
We
you know.
went to Beitar.
Shirat. It's got a lot of good stuff, but it's too much stuff.
It's not good.
It's good. It's just I just don't like the energy of it, but it's got everything you need.
It's got everything.
Like massive size quantities.
It's
Yeah.
like any other.
Yeah, but it's easier to park than the one in Talpiot, no?
It's easy to park there.
Better aisles.
Right.
It's big. It's big. I didn't get a good feeling there.
Yeah, you've been there.
No, I want to go.
I
But
felt
Sheva doesn't like going. I have to go myself.
yeah.
He hates these stories always.
Yeah, the energy.
Not stuff, you know.
Energy is low energy there.
Yeah.
Low energy. Yeah. Okay. Talpiot is busy like hell.
Yeah, Tapiot's high energy.
It is already.
And Rami Levi is also high energy. I like Rami Levi is more my vibe.
I'm still recovering.
It's more Balagan going on.
Oh, by the way, how is that?
Always get a few Arabs might start up, you know. Got to be on your guard over there. Yeah.
I ever since they put the wing like
more
the same
safe,
thing,
you think,
it's
yeah.
definitely like faster.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying it
that's
used to be-
quicker. That's true.
I sat there before Rosh Hashanah for an hour and a half.
Oh,
waiting
I've never
online.
been in one of those lines.
Waiting for an
We
hour
always
and a
shop
half.
earlier in the week. Always. We never go that last minute. Massive queues. Remember that? You have to do the week before Rosh Hashanah.
I can't wait.
We're like we're here 20. I'm here 27 years, so we know when to miss
The Arabs don't care.
We
They
time
sit
it.
there and they just say.
I won't go stand in the queues. It's never happened.
They take forever.
Maybe
Now that
like
you
when I
have it
first
in
married,
it
I made the
yourself,
mistake.
Chazal
you think
say-
there's no line. It's crazy. It's
Chazal
so
asked the
easy.
trivia. What was the hardest makkah for the Egyptian? Why?
You're getting stuff out. I mean, if
It
you're
was
using
sticky.
Chazal, you're getting
I'd
stuff.
say Arba was.
You're getting
Arba
stuff.
was like.
You can't respond. You can't respond to
I think Arba was.
atrocities that are
They had
happening.
nothing left.
Arba, why Arba?
Because nothing left.
No food.
Anything that they had, they thought we can
Eaten, yeah.
sell anything.
It was a
Arba
black
came
market.
and just took everything
What
else.
do you think?
Choshech, because on a Panemius level, it was already getting higher and higher, closer to Machas B'choros. It was like the closest thing to death, because they were b'china of Gornish. They couldn't do nothing.
Wow.
Complete bittul.
Is it Choshech now in Persia?
They say Choshech was the hardest. They say Choshech was the
There's
hardest.
a lot of fires
But
going
not
on.
because the
so
reason
it's
you
not
said.
complete
They said Choshech was the
Maybe it's
hardest.
Barad, maybe it's Choshech and
Listen to this. You love this.
Yeah, you go for it.
Every other makkah, as hard as it was, they had each other. Choshech.
By
didn't have
themselves.
each other to
That's
live.
true. So even by the Goyim, wow.
And we learn from there. And no matter how hard life gets.
Who says that? Who says this? It's good. The Torah is.
Farbrengen.
When,
I made it up just now.
no matter how hard life gets,
Good finish.
you look
Should
for
write
any
this down.
sorrow in this world as long as you have someone else.
It's true.
If you don't have someone else,
Being
in this
alone
world,
is the worst thing.
you lose almost everything.
Do you ever listen to that podcast, Sonny? You know that guy, Sonny?
Sonny Perlman from Pomona.
You must.
Yeah.
He'd connect with him because
Sonny's
he's like
bad.
into that
His
whole.
sister lives right here.
Yeah, really.
His sister-in-law, yeah.
I like his
Kimpel.
podcast because it's like
Mike
cute, you
Kimpel,
know.
yeah. He
And
just
he's always-
had on, he had on my friend Yossi and his wife. The
Oh,
Triplets.
those guys.
I had them here by me.
They're cool
They're my
guys.
neighbor,
You didn't. Why didn't you
Yossi.
tell me? I was like.
Yeah? You didn't come, you didn't see them?
My wife said she saw them.
Oh, yeah, I had
Said she
them
had a
here.
nice shita. That's what my wife noticed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Women,
Who had a nice
they
shita?
noticed all that stuff.
What?
The gashes. I was
That
like,
would've
He
been
was so nice. He
Yeah,
noticed the
Yossi.
shaker.
I wasn't
Very
in
close, yes,
for
yeah.
sure. I for sure wasn't.
he
Yeah,
seems
my
like
neighbor.
strong, like in his hashkafa, because he's like rejecting the whole Monsi, the whole Gashmias. He's like
He
really.
grew up, his father Yoli grew up in Monroe. Yoli left Monroe, went on his own path. And, doing his thing, whatever. He had a lot of... his two oldest daughters became Satmar again.
Wow.
And Yossi got into Breslov,
Oh, he's that more? That's
Yeah.
his thing. It was cool. It's cool listening
So,
to
he,
him. It's different.
The
I'm like,
father
I'm
left and
like,
the daughters went back?
whenever I have these,
Very tough for him.
whenever you have these young children, like idealistic people at the beginning of their marriage, and they're like doing these kind of special things, I'm like, I always have that cynical voice. Wait till
it's
the
terrible.
kicks in the marriage.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But Sonny's against all that.
Right.
He said a good word today. He said on that podcast. He said like people come up to him and say, after a month you're going to realize how hard marriage is. You wait and see, and then a year, and then so the longest someone said with him was 10 years. Yeah. So then and he said he's still enjoying marriage. He doesn't know what this whole like terrible thing is everyone's waiting for.
He's
like
great. He does a lot of work.
no, but then he said someone came up to him and said 20 years. He says no, I'm not here taking any more numbers now. It's finished. I'm happy. It's good.
Yeah.
Marriage is good. Get out of here. That's just like he's trying to like break that whole way of thinking, you know.
He works with all these kids.
I'm a big fan of marriage.
Huge amount of kids.
Yeah.
You're a big
On
fan
the
of
street.
marriage?
Helps them out.
right person?
Open marriage.
Big shot. He's a special
From what I
guy.
understand.
Very special guy.
I don't know.
No, I'm also for open marriage.
Yeah, he does a lot
I
of
know.
good stuff.
He was
I
by
like
my
maybe
place,
never
no, back
connected.
in the day, no.
Yeah, he does.
But now it's some new community. I don't know.
I could use one of those.
Our place. I was in that space, the at-risk, Bochrim. But I was the Israel side, so I was with Retorno and all these
You know where I went?
yeshivas.
Where was the
I didn't
place
really
in
have
Oslo?
so
My
much-
friend,
My
friend showed me there. It was
Oh, the
The
rap?
largest-
The rap?
not the rap.
The largest
Chabad.
Jewish escort service.
I'll find out in 5 minutes.
So-
Vorka. There was a Vorka. There was a Vorka. You don't know Vorka? There was a Vorka like yeshiva in the middle of
I'm gonna say
Nashville.
so many
Boys.
Jewish marriages, yeah.
They used to take care of
I'm
these
gonna say
boys,
it.
especially.
talk.
And then there was the cave. These were these British guys.
They're still around.
Yeah.
I
Oh
get
my
invited.
gosh, I had.
I work with a clubhouse.
Really?
I go when I go to
Really?
London. I talk to
So I'll
them.
tell you, I was here my
I'm
first
friends
year.
with Hillel.
I was here my first year.
Levi
I
Cohen plays music there.
All I know is I ended up one night in Yerushalayim Silkis. My first year here.
Who wants to go to the cave? That's a fun place.
These guys,
Next
these guys
to
are fun.
Shovavim.
All I know is I ended up in a sukkah,
Down there.
a little canvas sukkah outside the cave.
I'm gonna reach out to
And
Hillel.
these guys were the holiest year. I'm telling you, I never had a simchas visit. These guys were
They're great guys.
great guys.
I'm very.
Have
Whenever
a
I go
cave
to London,
Shabbaton. These guys can sit down.
the source of the cave is called the Clubhouse, London, and I've been teaching there every trip I go back to London. I speak there. And
This is a big thing.
that's why once in a while you'll see some funny Bochum from England hang out with me and then
Yeah, I love these guys.
And they all got like abused
I'm
and
telling you, all these
screwed.
guys are like
Stamford Hill and
I'm telling you,
God's
like,
Green.
Reb Nachman would be like they'd be in his.
Yeah, but once you get to know them, they're holy guys.
Yeah,
They really are. There was a program called Nakuda Tova which they used to. A lot of them got connected into that. And when I go back to London, sometimes I hang out with them also. But they're the older generation already. But you know that Avi Krauss, the singer guy, he was part of the club. You probably won't tell people. You've seen him. He's really cheesy. He does like Frank Sinatra. You seen this stuff? You see this?
These guys bring him here. Do a Shabbaton. Like
The clubhouse, the cave.
the cave Chevra, those guys are there.
They're not going to connect to a slumber. They're connected here.
I just want them in the neighborhood. I just want these guys walking around. Like I love the schleppers. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the world.
Hello, I'm with some Chevra here. We're having a Fabrengen and a Efrat, and they say you got to bring the cave Chevra to Efrat for Shabbaton. There's a Shtiebel here, real cool guys. They'll be very open, very. I think your boys will have a really good time, and there's space for hosting as well. Not by Shirat David by Shlam, it's always so busy there, but by the Shtiebel's more room. And Nate, who? Yeah.
He's
No.
in,
I didn't invite him. No,
He's in the punch.
He's in the punch, then he's on it.
Cardiovascular.
Anyway, sorry, we got distracted. We have like a Farbrengen every week. So, also, Michael told me he wants to come by the cave. So I have a few guys who want to come visit. So let me know when it's a good one to come by.
Caves?
It's called the cave. It's right next to like Rochov Yeshaya, or whatever it's called, Yeshaya. You know those Hanavim, Rochov Hanavim, by Davidka Square, by Davidka. So they have a place called the Cave. It's all these like at-risk Bochrim from England, and there's a few ones who've become famous. Like this guy's one of the boys, yeah. He's been around the frat a few times because I'm close with him.
You've been to Poland ever?
No.
I've been to any of these places. I've never done it because I'm a Cohen, so it's like I never like.
Poland's
I still want to. I've always wanted to. But like, yeah.
Oh, good. Done.
Wow. I've never been
You
eating.
just go about this, you do
I'll
this.
tell you.
Yeah, you can make it strong. Yeah.
You can mess around with the mint, the fruit. Shem's the best, no?
Hashem is the best.
The owner, the one who started it's got knighted.
I can make phone calls for my
He
baby.
got like this
Oh,
guy,
really?
Lehman, yeah.
I should do. No? Did I say?
He did really well.
You guys know each other, by the way?
No?
Him, look.
Yoshua Alman.
He's all Chaladash.
Not from the Queen, from the Queen's sister or whatever.
Simon.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
He's like.
And that's because he helps all these kids. They appreciate it.
He's a good kid.
He gets respect from England for
Yeah,
it.
man,
You know, he won't let me publicise me speaking there, like, because
He used to
they
be the-
can't associate with Israel in order to get money from England. That's
Wow.
how
Guys,
Semitic it is.
So,
Baruch, what are you doing?
you never went.
Ringo.
Next to Chaim.
Stan Ringo.
Oh.
Kassim?
No, it's right now.
Get excited for a
Few over.
minute.
Same.
What is
But in the village.
I only
She's
had
cute.
though. I only had.
Yeah, I'm in London February the
Swipe right?
15th. I'm there till the 18th, so I can come out on a Monday night, Tuesday night,
I just signed
do
up
something with you guys if you're available. Usually it's Monday night, right? But Sunday night I'm busy with the family, but I have Monday night, Tuesday night.
Literally, I walk out my house.
February the
I'm not gonna
16th,
swipe right at
17th, let me know.
Josh.
Be a real skills to hang out again with the clubhouse. I always bring some new element. We won't talk about the army so much this time because there's plenty of new
It's not
stuff
completely
going
on
on.
the location.
Yeah. Oh, Beitar Lead. Shoot.
My brother
yes.
lived there. My brother moved further
Wait,
up
you X'd out Beitar Lead?
Accidentally. Oh, here we go. Mary.
Hey, sometimes getting a fight with his boys though, because they're really rude.
And your brother just shredded.
They're really, it was really low, bro.
I mean,
But I'll tell you, it was like the highs and the highs.
Because I'm like trying to speak and they're just
And the lows
dissing
and the
me.
lows.
And I,
These guys were so
the head
dirty.
guy's like, you're not
And these
really.
guys think about the palms in the video.
Yeah.
These guys were twisting up. These guys were twisting up like a concoction I've never seen. This guy was dumping it. That was like palms being made in the sukkah. This guy wakes up, he's sleeping there. It's probably like
So I gotta work on my meters.
He wakes up, the whole sukkah's a mess.
Because remember, I grew up in England. I was tough like that.
Right.
So when they start doing some stuff,
probably
that side of myself
yeah,
comes
yeah.
out,
Yeah.
and then the head guy's like looking at me. What are you doing? You can't talk like that. Because he knows he's like, he just gives them another burger or something.
And these guys, one thing
They need
about
love. They need love.
and these guys could also drink. These guys could drink.
Sure.
I'm like,
English people
it's-
drink too
yeah,
much.
Yeah,
It's a depressing culture.
It has that British, Irish, has that like these guys were drinking. I mean, not like have like
Big druggies as well.
chuggers. These guys are drinking.
It's a problem in England. I mean, you know, a bunch of my boys from that
I
program,
go
they died from drugs,
My son's bar
overdoses.
Maishi's joining
One of them started in the Bay, he got into opiates, and 10 years later he died. 10 years later, it's still
Is that a Virginia Slim?
Someone already booked it as Shirat.
It's the Chinese version. It's from South Korea.
And
Fine.
to
it's called the
Berkeley.
Shanghai
Oh,
Slim.
Anyone driving up the hill? Or am I by myself? The hill, you driving up? Who drives? I'm too old and fat to go up this hill.
I
Anyone?
walked last week.
You walked again?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I gotta walk.
I mean,
off
I
a little
work
of
out
the-
every day.
I gotta walk off a little bit of this
How
alcohol.
long you
know,
haven't
I
been
have
That's
break
true.
it.
Shabbos morning?
How long? Went to bar mitzvah.
You did?
Whose bar mitzvah was there last?
We had a bar mitzvah and Shirat mitzvah Shabbos.
Yeah, that was Itamar.